Welcome to WCU TV News, your source for campus news. I'm Colin Kirk, and this is Andy Lloyd. Westchester Borough Council agreed on Tuesday to place a measure that would change parking citation procedure on Wednesday's consent agenda. By placing it on the consent agenda, Council has agreed in principle to the measure and will vote on it without discussion on Wednesday. The measure requires a borough to issue a letter and a $10 late fee to anyone who fails to pay a parking ticket on time. Under the old procedure, this process was handled by the district court. The aim is to cut down on the number of citations in district court, said Borough Manager Ernie McNeely. As a part of this measure, the borough will also hire a part-time clerical position to handle the new process. According to several members of council, the added cost of this new position will be covered by the additional revenue generated by the $10 late fees.
The West Goshen Township Public Works Garage Project has caused a lot of local controversy. Many residents have expressed concerns over the project's cost and necessities. At last Tuesday's meeting of the Board of Supervisors, Christian Leinbach of Kaiser Construction went over the project and answered questions from residents in attendance. Many residents are concerned that the project is costing the township money that it doesn't have. The township did have a $1.5 million shortfall in its budget last year, and many residents want to know how the township can afford the $5.2 million project. The project was originally projected to cost around $3.3 million. Both Leinbach and Township Supervisor Dr. Robert White acknowledged that there was a jump in price. The township had originally planned to build a facility that was 26,000 square feet. However, according to Dr. White, the township decided to increase the size of the garage to 40,000 square feet.
Now through May 31st, the Serpentine, celebrating 100 years. A new exhibit celebrates the 100th anniversary of WCU's yearbook. The exhibit takes the viewer through the last 10 decades of the university's history, through yearbook spreads and artifacts in the library's special collections and archives. For more information, contact Tara Wink at 610-436-3456 or twink at wcupa.edu. And now over to Brad Keener for sports.
Westchester University women's tennis team swept Hartford Community College 9-0 in a non-league match Wednesday afternoon. Claire Afrasiabian, Kara Schumacher, and Nicole Paler were all straight set 6-0, 6-0 winners. Afrasiabian won a third singles, while Schumacher and Paler won fifth and sixth. Ali Feder and Alex Santoro were each 6-0, 6-1 winners at second and fourth singles, respectively, for the Golden Rams. Lori Dugan registered a hat trick during a 4-point day, while Jackie Hoover and Claire Grimwood each scored a pair of goals to lead 6th-ranked Westchester to a 12-6 win over host East Stroudsburg in a PSAC women's lacrosse match Tuesday afternoon. Westchester bounced back from its loss to number 2 Limestone with a very important league win over East Stroudsburg. Grimwood finished with 3 points on the day and also picked up 6 ground balls. Hoover led the squad with 7 ground balls. The Golden Rams opened a 3-0 lead with a pair of goals from Dugan that followed Shannon Hayes' first tally of season. Both Devin Lodkowski and Lauren Glassy restored Westchester's 3-goal lead when East Stroudsburg put its first 2 goals in the back of the cage. The 23rd ranked Wilmington University Wildcats scored a pair of runs in the 7th and 8th innings to pick up a road win over Westchester University at Chile Serpico Stadium Tuesday afternoon. Westchester wasted a stellar pitching performance from starter Dylan Porter, while Wilmington continued its winning ways behind nice effort from its starter Ryan Laley. Porter threw a 6 innings, 1-hit shutout before the Wildcats touched him for 2 runs in the 7th. Joe Harback hit a triple over the head of Westchester's center fielder the base of the outfield wall that scored the first run of the game. He scored later, come around to score on a throwing error that put Wilmington on top 2-0. Now back to Colin for the news.
Borough Council voted unanimously to not move forward on a proposal from Weston Solutions to upgrade the borough's 2 wastewater treatment facilities with green technology. The proposal called for Weston to install solar panels at both water facilities and to also convert the Taylor Run facility to natural gas. A representative from Weston made it clear at last month's council meeting that the project had to include both solar and natural gas. The borough could not choose to go with one or the other. The measure also required the borough to enter into a 15-year power purchase agreement with Weston and engage for Weston paying for all the upgrades. Colin?
Governor Tom Corbett brushed off a poll Thursday that shows Pennsylvanians are opposed to his steep education funding cuts and in favor of taxing the natural gas industry, arguing the tax would not end state budget woes but could alienate a cornerstone of the future. Mr. Corbett opposes the natural gas severance tax and his proposed 2011-2012 budget cuts, funding for public schools, higher education, public libraries, and other education-related entities by $1.5 billion, or 15%. A Franklin and Marshall College poll released Wednesday showed more than 3/5 of residents favor tax natural gas production, while some more than 3/4 oppose the education cuts.
On Friday, March 25th, 2011, from 8:15 to 5 p.m., Westchester University will host the 3rd annual WCU Social Issues for Latino Communities Making Connections. We welcome campus and local Latino and non-Latino communities to join us. To register, visit the Westchester University website. This event is free for all students. If you have any questions or comments, please contact Linda Stevenson at 610-436-3162 or Idna Corbett at 610-436-3416.
Well, that's all for today. I'm Colin Kirk, and this is Andy Lloyd. Have a great day, Westchester.